What's up everybody? It's time for another Epic 7 video. Every week we get these crazy updates, and I always want to do videos talking about these crazy updates because they're like 25 pages worth of stuff every single week. It's like, look at all this, is so much stuff. And then like, there's always something that comes in the way, like something that gets in the way. Like, I think part of it is like stream, and then we end late, and then it's like, okay, now I have to go record videos for all the channels for the next day, and I'm like, it's already midnight. It's a lot of work, and then stick an Epic 7, an extra Epic 7 video in there as well. It's like, that's just extra work. Anyway, today we're gonna go briefly over this update. We're gonna see what it entails. I already took a look at the update, but we're gonna briefly cover it. There's a couple new banners. There's a new ML5. Let's take a look. Epic 7 Update 319. Oh, there's no number, is there? Arena Determination Season. Just some arena changes. Nothing crazy. New frames. Oh my goodness. New frames, and there's going to be exchange. Glory Crest for conquest points. 5-to-1 exchange rate. And then just, I mean, they didn't really change too much on Arena. It's just new frames and yada yada yada. New Arena story. I don't even pay attention. Does anyone pay attention to the Arena story? Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I pay attention to Arena story, Vega. Okay, but I don't. I'd never actually read the Arena story. Maybe I should. There's a lot of story elements, and I feel like sometimes when I like want to play catch up, I'm like, I'm lost. I'm already lost. Okay, don't watch the story anymore. Don't read the story anymore. Oh, there's new arena gear though. There's crit damage gear. Let's take a look. Oh, how beautiful is that? I want a good destruction. I don't really have too much destruction gear. And I was going through, I think I got most of the good arena gear, like most of the best arena gear so far from like the previous seasons, which you can still buy. But yeah, this is some beautiful gear. There's so much damage output from here. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is some of the best, like seriously, some of the best gear in the game is from this. But it costs an arm and a leg to actually do this, so. What's next? So beautiful. Can we just go back and see how beautiful this is? So beautiful. 88s. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on. Epic Pass 7 Mysteries 2010. Of course, it wouldn't be an update unless they give some kind of thing that you want to spend your Sky Stones for. But I think this always seems like it's a good value, with the exception of the one time. Who even was it? The one where I bought the upgraded pass, and I'm like, what did we even get out of this? It's like, Mego, it's a skin for a unit you don't have. It's like, crap. What did I do? I bought the skin for the unit I didn't know I have to summon for. I don't even remember what it was, what unit it was. You guys probably remember it because you guys probably laughing so hard at that. Like, bang. You stupidest person alive. Stupidest person alive. Anyway, I feel like there's always a good value this pass. Aside from Phantom Schoolgirl Tenebria. We don't really need a Phantom Schoolgirl Tenebria, do we though? I don't think we really, well, I mean, unless we get it from the banner, because she's gonna be in a banner. So maybe that's why we need maybe we do finally buy it this time. But I really don't I don't know. I don't get super excited about the skins, because you know people are going to use them. You're still going to see them anyway, because people are going to use them for their defenses. So you're going to be like, oh cool, I can see what the skin does all the time without even having to buy it for myself. Excellent. So what do we have? I feel like there's just so much value. As long as you like go through and actually collect it all, you know, go through and grind in the game, you just get a whole bunch of value out of that. Phantom Schoolgirl Tenebria. Oh, everyone gonna buy that because she's a little waifu. Little schoolgirl waifu. Okay, new 5-star hero, Little Queen Charlotte. So, let's take a look at what Little Queen Charlotte does. There's a video here. I'm not gonna go watch the video right now. But you can watch the video. Maybe I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link in the description for all this stuff anyway if you guys want to see it. So she is a warrior that has... She's a warrior that has crit resist and increases her attack age when she gets crit on. Interesting. Let's take a look at this. Oh, she's a light, of course. She's a light. What do we have for skill 1? Judgment attacks with Giant Sword before granting caster immunity for 1 turn. Immunity, okay, not bad. Skill 2, well, passive. Decreases damage suffered by critical hit by 30%. Decreased damage suffered from critical hit for all allies except for the caster by 10%, so some damage mitigation for everyone. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Increase combat readiness of the caster by 15% when the caster suffers a critical hit. So here's the thing, and someone mentioned this in stream earlier. Shout out to Natural. What's up, Natural? He mentioned, he's like, arena defense. She's gonna be great for arena defense, and I think that could be. The more that I'm actually looking at it, the more that, because at first I was like, she's gonna be good for, because she's ignores penetrates defense. She ignores penetrates defense with her third skill. So I was like thinking about like what dungeon could she be good for. But really, I mean, it's an ML5, so you're like, you really want to put that in your dungeon farming. Guys, it's amazing dungeon farming team with ML5. But the thing is, and I'm kind of seeing it more now than before, is increased combat readiness as the caster by 15% when the caster suffers it's only when the caster suffers a critical hit. So you need her to still be fast to cut in, but potentially, if she's on speed crit damage attack, and very fast, and does enough damage, she could, like, you go in, like, if someone's gonna attack you with, like, for example, a Basar, and then do some defense break, and then do a big nuke, she can come in, and, like, the Basar comes, Basar crits, she cuts in, you know, she gains attack gauge, combat readiness, she comes in, she uses skill 3, penetrates defense by 50%, by the way, that's what it does. Smash the enemy giant sword and attacks. This is after awakening. Penetrates defense by 50%. Deals increased damage against dark elemental enemies. Recovers health of the caster proportionate to damage dealt. So she's got a little self-sustain. She's got damage mitigation. She's got half ignored defense. Potentially she comes in and cuts in. Like if she's on defense, she cuts in the arena offense that someone else is using, and she snipes one of their DPS units, and then it just gives your arena defense more. Then it's a 4-on-3 situation, right? So, or even you could use it maybe as an offense against a Basar on defense. If someone's got a Basar on defense, you could use it for offense, because I feel like that's kind of the thing for or Basar, and then because it's gonna get. Here's the thing: she's either gonna cut in between the Basar and the defense breaker, or she's gonna cut in after both of those because maybe they both crit, and then like she's not as fast, but she's gonna cut in at some point. That's kind of the thing. She's gonna cut in at some point, and she's gonna nuke something. So you want to have her fast enough and enough DPS, but also not die to. Well, she's not really. Basar's really not gonna kill anything turn 1 anyway, so. Just make sure Basar can't kill it turn 1. If someone's Basar is killing things without any of the other stuff moving, I would question where the heck they got that gear from. Like, don't worry, Bagel. I got the most efficient gear in the entire game. No one's Basar is hitting for that much. Anyway, but yeah, the more I see it, it makes sense. What he was saying is that she's a great unit for anti-cleave, because she's a unit that cuts in. She's a turn 2 unit that's gonna cut in and cause some chaos, and penetrate defense as well. So too bad she doesn't like self-buff her. If she self-buffed her attack, or like defense countered and defense broken or something like that, that would be too OP, right? That would be too OP. Like this, you at least need to have really good gear on her to make her work. But yeah, she seems really cool. Next one, Tenebria Time Matter. Well, it makes sense that there's a Tenebria skin, because Tenebria is in the banner. Don't they always do that? I think I remember them doing that there was a Basar banner and a Basar skin. Why? I don't know why I didn't get the Basar skin, but I got the skin for the thing I didn't. Well, because I didn't know. Anyway, that's besides the point. Tenebria and Time Matter, mage exclusive artifact. So Tenebria, what is Tenebria? Tenebria does she's got sleep skill 1. Sleep and then increase her attack gauge, skill 1. Skill 2 is decrease combat readiness of the enemy. AoE decrease combat readiness. Skill 3 is defense break, AoE defense break, and also AoE sleep. 2 big CC skills. I'm looking at this Tenebria. I know every time there's a new banner, you guys are like, "Oh, Bagel, you gotta summon on this. It's like it's great, such a great banner, every time, every banner, you guys are like, this is an amazing banner." Every single time. But I feel like these ones are actually like really seem amazing, like really great units. Like I really wanted Tenebria. She's got an AoE decreased combat readiness and decreased speed, and then she's got an AoE defense break and sleep. Oh, and she also, I'm sorry, I forgot this. Increase attack of the caster for 2 turns. She's got a defense break, AoE defense break, AoE CC, increase attack. I want this monster. I'm sorry. Waifu, not monster, not monster. She's a monster though. She is a monster and a half. But yeah, oof. I really want that unit. Sometimes, because sometimes I read the skills and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to summon for that banner. And then you guys are like, no, you gotta do it. But this one, I'm like, I want that banner. I want her. And then Vivian, which is another great unit. So Vivian has, I have some notes here as well. Increased caster's combat readiness, first skill. Another mage, shows 2 DPS units, right? One is Earth Elemental, one is a... I thought she was Ice. I really thought she was Ice. It says here Earth Elemental. I always thought... I don't have her, but I always thought she was Ice for whatever. Maybe because she's blue. Maybe that's why. So Fire Elemental Mage, Earth Elemental Mage. I really thought she was... Ice. No, she's not Ice. Anyway, that's besides the point. She's got her third skill, Immunity. AoE immunity for your team for 3 turns, increased attack, greater increased attack for her, and then also increase attack power for the rest of your allies. So immunity and attack power. Already great. Then the second one, potentially like a chain reaction, right? So the second one, she's got an AoE damage that's gonna hit again if it kills something the first time. And then if it kills something again, it's gonna hit again at the second time, the third time. It just keeps attacking. It keeps attacking when you kill things. Which, I mean, it's potentially that's really good for clearing things when you're farming, right? Or actually, both of these are really good for farming, wouldn't they? But I mean, that's not really why you're gonna summon for a Nat 5 anyway, like a Whale on a Banner for that. But yeah, I'm not as crazy about the first skill. First skill, what is the first skill? Increase the caster's combat readiness by 10%. Critical hit will increase the caster's combat readiness by another 10%. I'm not really too excited about that one, but the AoE that does it again, deals decreased damage that can be activated up to 3 times. Each subsequent hit deals decreased damage with that skill 2 AoE. But she gives herself an attack power buff, the rest of the team an attack power buff, and immunity, and big damage. They both seem insane great. They both seem like really, really great. Like every unit. I don't know. Why Epic 7 always does this. Every time there's anything coming into the game, it's like, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Like, okay. Got a whale on every banner now. I need every unit. There we have Raid Labyrinth updates. I'll leave this to you guys. I really haven't been doing too much Raid. I know I should be doing Raid, but I have not been doing it. I'm sorry, so I'll kind of glance over that. You guys can talk about it in the comments if you want to, or talk about it in the, more juicy gear. More juicy gear. And then we have Hall of Trials update. So they're doing away with the Book of Retribution from the Hall of Trials. And they're going to change kind of the way that it's calculated over here. So just a brief glance on the way the Hall of Trials is. I just put whatever, and I'm like, whatever seems like it's going to be good, and then do it, and then move on to something else. I don't really go to try to get like max efficiency. I know I should try to put more effort in it, but there's so many different things to farm in the game. It's like, don't want to go crazy on trying to build things for Hall of Trials necessarily. If I happen to have something good that's good for Hall of Trials, I'll try to stick that good thing into it. But phrasing, I'll try to stick that good thing into it. But anyway, there's some changes to Hall of Trials. Ranking system calculations, rewards, etc., exchange. They're actually doing, hold on, purchase other items in addition to exclusive equipment. They have 5-star gear, 5-star artifacts, 4-star artifacts here. So that's interesting. And then there's, but honestly, I just do whatever I can, me personally. So you guys let me know you guys let me and whoever else is reading them, know what you think in the comments about that. Alchemist Steeple. This is just visual improvements. A lot of this is just visual, though. None of this is like really. I don't think there's any like mechanical improvements to this or mechanical changes. Feature improvements. Yeah, mostly just. There's also gear. Like when you re-gear your units, there's improvements to that too. So you can see more detailed information on these, etc. It's just mostly visual improvements for here, I think. I think there's one small thing that isn't a visual improvement, where it gives you like more estimated grades. No, there's another one. Yeah, catalyst conversion. Okay, improvements that will be made so that when converting rare catalysts from the good quality grade, you're guaranteed to receive 3 instead of previously 2 to 3. And then rare catalysts from the highest quality grade receive 4 instead of previously 3 to 4. So it's a little bit of a buff there, a little bit of a more goodies there. And then more just this is just extra for when you're managing your equipment. It's just easier to see. It's just nice little improvements there. You can select 2 pieces of equipment at the same time when you're like, I might want to do immunity gear, but I might want to do this other crit chance gear as well. So see the different options. That doesn't make any sense. Vega, would you want to finish the sentence? Nah, not really. I don't really want to finish the sentence. You can select a couple of different pieces of gear at the same time, is what I was saying. I think you can see actually here. Perfect, right there. So, just different improvements, quality of life improvements. And then Charlotte recall, because they had to rework Charlotte. They were like, Charlotte doesn't make any sense. I believe, like, the deal was that Charlotte didn't make any sense. I don't have a Charlotte. I didn't play with her at all. But I think the deal was, like, that they said is that Charlotte only made sense in long, drawn-out battles. And then they reworked her, and now they're doing the recall if you guys want to recall your Charlottes. You're like, I don't like her anymore. Screw that, and they give you the... They give you your materials back, and they give you all the other things back that you used to build it, and then she gets converted back to Baby Charlotte. So, Baby Charlotte. And then, what else is there? Memory imprint, that's just all the other stuff. Other improvements and fixes, album reopened, new skin added. Oh, to that shop. And then, Cruel Mischief. Damage dealt in the Hall of Trials. Damage dealt in the Hall of Trials. I didn't actually read that one. My bad. Okay, so that's definitely a thing that you build for Hall of Trials, because that whole point of Hall of Trials is increase as much damage as possible. So, and then optional stories, Goblin Gate reward improvement. There's so many. There's all of these every single time. There's all these updates. Here's Kawaric. Okay, so there's other equipment level improvements. Oh, Goblin Gate. And there's just AI. Before Dimensional Explosion is now Dimensional Corridor. He's using a different, his skills in a different order. Wow, AI changes. It's amazing to see a company actually do that, right? And then what else? Just fixing things, bug fixes. And then changing text. And then, like, a bunch of little stuff. Anyway, jeez Louise, there's so much stuff. It's like, we get... I'm sorry, I don't like to compare... Maybe I do. Maybe I secretly do like to compare things to Summoner's War, but I feel like every time... Oh, that's beautiful gear. Every update... We get these every week in Epic 7. Summoner's War, every 3 months. Oh my god. There would be so much content to do videos on in Summoner's War if these... updates were every week like this. It'd be so amazing. Anyway, let me know what you think about the different things. I love these banners, man. I love the banners. I love the new gear. What else do I love? Pringles? Yeah, I love Pringles too. Banners, new gear. This I like because I like goodies. Use those sky stones. I'll even wail on the sky stones. But I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that outfit again. I'm not making that mistake twice. Anyway, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Mostly just excited about those new banners, and I'm like, I'm out of sky stones, man. I'm out of bookmarks. Not sky stones. I'm not out of sky stones. I have some sky stones. I'm out of bookmarks is the problem. So we're gonna have to find new creative ways to get new bookmarks to summon for those banners, because I want those units. I want the Tenebria, and I want Vivian. So anyway, that's it for this one. They're such cool. I love DPS units. DPS units are the most fun units. You get immunity, and you get attack power buff, and you get big AoE DPS. And then another one, they got the defense break and the sleeps. Oh my god. Such great units. Such great units. And I feel like those would be good for, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like those would be good for like Abyss and Automation as well, right? It feels like they would, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.